So, welcome guys to the session 0 of our possible future campaign, which I have taken the liberty to give the name or the placeholder name of the 11th Cosmos, named after the place pretty much that this is going to be taking place in. Let's see. So, how would you guys all like to introduce yourselves? I will go first, and then you guys can decide who would like to introduce yourselves.
We'll go down the line.
Yes. It'll be like the new person game, but not quite as raunchy.
Okay.
Don't make it.
Or revealing.
Alright, so my name is Jen. I am the narrator for this particular adventure. I've only played a couple of games so far, personally, and this will be my first time GMing any campaign whatsoever. So it's like a couple people have said, it's gonna be a shit show, but I'm pretty ready.
Absolute shit show.
Absolutely. Let's see. Who else would like to go first?
I mean, how would you like us to introduce ourselves?
I just said we're going down in the line.
Yes.
I know, but I'm wondering, how.
So, your name, any bit of info as to how long you've been playing or listening, or any sort of experience that you have so far. I know that OpenLegend is a new gaming rule set for all of us, so we don't really have to go into that.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm AJ. I have played one game, and by play, I mean I played for 2 sessions, and I didn't really do anything except role play, and that was about it. I listened to a lot of games, and that's about the extent of what I know about D&D. Yeah, how about them apples?
All
there you
right.
go. Billy, you're next.
I'm next.
Yes, Boily.
Billy. I've created a campaign in the past which lasted 2 sessions that no one showed up after the second session. I've watched D&D stuff in the past, like High Rollers and Crit Roll, but mainly High Rollers. That's basically it.
Have you ever played in any other campaigns besides the one you created?
No.
Okay. Scott?
Hello, Scott. I've played D&D stuff for over a year now. Plenty of campaigns, far too many. I regret some of them. But yeah, I've DM'd a few times and while DMing, put people through mental pain, so that was a lot of fun. Yeah, I guess that's it. Unless there's anything else.
Oh, my turn. Hello, I am Kalu or Brian or what have you.
Hello,
I've only played one campaign before, but that lasted quite a few months, over the course of 2-ish years. But not completely 2 years, just a couple of summers about it. But yeah, that's been my experience.
All right.
Hello, I'm Lucian, another member of this campaign, and I have played D&D infrequently on and off for the past 4 years-ish. My last session was probably about a year ago.
Okay.
My name's Arian, or Douglas, either one. And I've been playing D&D for under a year, just under a year, a couple sessions. Yeah, I think that's all for me.
Pinda?
There we go, my mic was muted.
Oh, there
you go.
I'm Pinda, I've played a couple of games. No, a lot. I've watched a few, so that's about my experience with role playing games.
All right.
Is that everyone?
It's Minnie.
Mini.
How many?
Everyone, I was gonna say everyone who's here.
Many. Oh! Yeah, many.
Is he there?
He's on webcam. He's still alive.
Did Minnie's mic break?
His mic died.
Well, the technical issues start immediately. I love it.
It's fine. We'll
Okay,
speak
so,
for Minnie.
Mini.
The last.
I am the Lorex when I speak for you.
We'll just edit it, probably.
One of the last people to join our campaign is Minnie, and as far as I know, he's listened to a few things like the Adventure Zone and possibly High Rollers. He's also been the frequent player of a couple of D&D campaigns himself, but as far as I know, he's never DM'd anything either. We also potentially have someone else coming by the name of Server, but we'll see whether or not he drops in time. Alright. So, now that we got all the introductions out of the way, the first thing we should probably decide is when this is actually going to take place.
Yeah, time.
I was thinking
Yeah.
possibly sometime Saturdays at around this time.
I can work.
That
with
could probably work for me.
Yeah, that will work for me.
I think so.
Should
Yeah,
be
it
able
would
to
work for me.
do that most weekends.
Pretty close to dinner time for me though, so it's like we have to do a dinner break.
Forego
in between,
eating.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How close is it to the dinner break for you, Pinda?
Take about an hour and a half, depends on when people in my house want to eat.
Alright, that's not that bad. I think we could possibly swing that, but if not, we can just take an early break and that's fine.
Yeah.
How long were you expecting sessions to go?
That's actually what I was just going to bring up. I actually am going to try to make these sessions over 3 hours.
Because, to be honest, if you make them too long, you're going to lose my interest real fast.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
3 or 4.
People are gonna get, like, it's very exciting when you're in the middle of combat, when you're in the middle of, like, something, like, truly intriguing, but, I mean, if it can get pretty monotonous, after the 3 hour mark, so I'm gonna try and get just underneath that.
Okay.
So like 2.5
That
hours or
works.
so.
Something like that, with, like, 30-minute break or something, every hour and a half, or just every hour, something like that.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't work.
That sound alright to you guys?
Yep.
Sure.
Sounds good.
Alright. Does anyone have anything coming up that would possibly interfere with them coming on Saturday?
Unlikely.
No.
I don't think so now.
Give me
The
one
next Saturday?
second. Like next
Scott?
Saturday or in the future?
Not next Saturday, but just like in the future kinds of Saturdays. Scott, I know that Will has spoken to you and Pinda about things that he wanted to do.
Yes.
That's enough, maybe, though, in case. Because those days can always be switched around.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I need to see when Dargan. I know it's a Saturday, but I don't know what Saturday it is. Because I'll be ending at Dargan on like all day. Dargan,
There might be some Saturdays where I'm busy with stuff, but I don't know for sure until like the so like 2 days in advance.
That's fine.
Dargan is. I'm pretty sure it's in March. Yeah, March 12th. Which is. Oh, no, wait. It's a Sunday. So I'm good. It's a Sunday.
AJ, you alright there? You kind of sound like you're falling down a mountain continuously.
It's because they're unmuted and they're going through drawers on their webcam.
Absolutely incredible.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I should be fine as far as I'm aware.
Okay. Let's see. So, what I was thinking is, for the people who can't make it a week or so, just let me know in advance and I'll plan around it. But what I was planning to do is have something like they'll just stay behind, or they can just choose not to go on whatever they're doing. So, or just we'll have one. You can choose someone else to play for you for that particular session. Is that all right?
Sure.
That sure works. Okay.
Hey, did you need some help? Holy shit!
Sorry.
You know there's a mute button in Discord, right?
I tried muting my headphones, but they won't do
that
it.
mute button only each person. I did not know that worked that way.
Yeah. It's really weird.
There you go. I fixed everything.
Did you?
Fix
You
things.
sure?
Everything's fixed. Woohoo.
You need like another minute to roll down another mountain?
I love that AJ has switched over to Matt's computer, and because of this, their voice is now super deep.
Yeah.
So they might have just gotten confused as to who AJ is now because they just completely changed their voice in the last 10 minutes.
Alright, this AJ, say hi.
Hello.
Alright, that's AJ.
Hello.
Alright, let's see. Alright, so, a little bit about how exactly, this game is going to go down as far as real life stuff goes. I am hoping to make some use of Roll20. For maps, possibly for, placement if things get a little bit too complex, especially for rolling. You're gonna have your character sheets on there, but for most of the things that I want to use, I was thinking of Theater of the Mind.
Sure.
So like,
Yeah, it
not
works.
so much draw things out, but more like kind of imagine it in our own heads.
Yes. Does anyone have a problem with that?
No.
I'm fine with.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah, should be fun.
For the bigger things, like for bigger combats, for bigger storytellers, I'm definitely going to have city maps to help you guys with where you want to go, because cities are a bit of a different story. I have the world map up, and actually, I have already made a Roll20 room. Let me give you guys the links for that, though.
Ooh, nice.
Scrambles to copy all my character info over 3 hours later.
You'll be fine.
Why you have a mute button on your headphones if they don't work?
Alright, and I will put this in the Cosmos chat for you guys. You will see right in the middle of the background is the map that I have made for you guys.
Just a thing, you might need to mute yourself in Roll20 as well, otherwise you can hear double voices.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I have already muted myself. My entire life. Alright, I'll give you guys a couple minutes to look over the map. I know that a lot of you guys may not have actually seen it when I dropped it in Cosmos chat last night, but I'll give you a couple minutes to look that over. Alright?
Okay.
Ooh, big map.
Okay, I've disabled my stuff.
Looks at my tiny screen on Roll20 and is scared by all the icons that I can't deselect for some reason because I forgot the option. They're filling up the whole room.
If you go to your options menu, it's chat
wait, yeah,
avatars
found it.
and names only. Most of the time, it's the best way to do this.
How do I?
Should
In
be
Roll20?
under video voice and let
Yeah.
broadcast
It's the little video thing in the top right of your browser. At least it normally is.
My settings.
Hello guys, I'm back.
Okay.
Son of a fuck. Never mind. No, I'm not.
No, the Overlord is banished.
AJ,
Now I'm
I'm getting
legitimately
some
back.
really
Well, okay.
weird sort of sounds coming from your microphone that seem to be interfering with some stuff.
Oh yeah, you on activation, AJ? Because every so often there's this kind of like buzzes and whirs.
Ooh, it
What?
sounds like a
Wait.
washing machine.
You can actually hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, I muted myself. I was eating popcorn.
Okay.
I don't think that's the sound that we're hearing, though.
No, it's
No,
like
it's
whirring.
alright.
I think it's
Just
the
louder
computer.
to allow other
It's like
sounds.
it's the AC that's working in the background.
Oh, it might be that. Does it sound like this? Hold on. Oh, I'm not even picking it up. Never mind.
Alright, is everyone able to join the Roll20?
I'm recovering my password because I forgot it.
Oh my god.
Yes.
You can just make a new account, AJ?
But they'll take forever.
Alright, fine. Alright, who else is missing from the Roll20? Because I'm only counting 7 people here.
Well, we're with 9. No, we're with 9 if you include you. And there's 8 in here.
Oh, right, okay, we're all
Yeah.
missing. That's right.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
the one we're missing.
Now for the distribution of wealth, I mean the character sheets.
Ha 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 ha. Alright, but, yes, we are going to be playing on Roll20, and if you guys come to this particular room in Roll20, I will have this particular map up pretty much all the time. So if you guys want to check in as to your location, areas, stuff like relative position, stuff like that, I'll have it up in here. This is also where, like I said, I'm going to be putting your character sheet so you can look at it really easy, and so we can have easy rolling with beautiful, beautiful macros, so we don't have to like count every single die.
Should I just
Yeah.
copy paste from the Roll20 I had with my character?
If you want, yes.
Yep.
There you go. He's rolling already. All right. So, let's see. I haven't added character sheets yet, but I will after this particular session once we get into it. As far as the game is concerned and stuff like, for example, metagame, I would, let's see, I would appreciate you guys not using like outside knowledge to interfere with your decisions. I'm not going to be too draconian about it. I don't care all that much. I know that this is a new rule system for pretty much everyone, including myself. So, I mean, if you accidentally make a decision that's based not on character knowledge, but is on player knowledge, well, you know, a lightning bolt will strike you and you'll take like 5 points of damage. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I'm doing it.
But I'm a plant man. I'll burn.
15 points of
let's
damage.
see.
I'm dead.
You're
He's
dead.
At first level, he'd probably be dead. Alright, I will tolerate, because of the nature of this particular game and as the way the campaign is formed, I will accept player versus player combat.
Oh god, Scott's gonna kill us all.
Yeah!
Die! If
Murderous
someone
skeleton.
kills you, then you're dead. So keep that in mind.
Hopefully no
No
one crushes
resurrection.
my
Have a
bones while I
resurrection
sleep.
System.
People die when they are killed.
That is actually a very good question. In OpenLegend, the rules for death are a little bit different, and I'm actually not going to follow them. At
Okay.
all, because they are incredibly rough, I think. And it's very easy to die. And as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know, no, there actually isn't a way to revive someone.
So
Huh.
deaths are permanent.
Deaths are permanent.
Die in
People-
game, die in
People
game.
die when they're killed.
Yes.
Ensure that you
Thank
have
you very
backup characters.
One and done.
Good news then, we have a lot of people to get rid of then. Look at this, we have
listen,
people.
My main goal here is to tell a story. And if people die, then so be it.
That's
but
part of
my
the story.
priority is not going to be to kill you. You feel me?
That's like a subtask. It's number 2 on the list.
Yeah, it's like a possibly a 3 depending on the day.
It's on the back burner for now.
Depending on me and what I
But
do.
yeah, I'm going to actually go with the D&D version. So in the OpenLegend version, if you fall unconscious, you hit 0 hit points, you fall prone, and you lose all of your armor class. You don't have any of the perks your armor gives you. You have only your natural armor class, which is possibly somewhere around like the 10 to 13 range. It'll get higher as you get like more powerful and as you increase in level, which is the good bit. But yeah, you lose any and all armor bonuses, and I think all attacks against you have advantage. If they land an attack, not if they just do any damage. If they land an attack, you're dead. It's critical and you die.
So there's no like death saving throws or anything like
There's
that.
no death saving throws in OpenLegend. That I find to be a little bit harsh. So I'm not going to do that to you guys. And I'm going to say for the time being, death saving throws are a thing. Okay? So you fall unconscious.
Okay.
You do lose your armor class. That is a thing. But if they hit you, it'll only be 1 failed death saving throw and not insta-death.
So we're not going to go Dark Souls on this.
Exactly. So it'll be normal DC 10. If you roll lower than 10, you fail. If you roll higher than 10, you get a pass, and 3 passes, you're stabilized. If your die explodes, which if you don't know what that means, we can go over that when we discuss game mechanics. If your die explode and you exceed a death saving throw by 10 points, that counts as 2. If you exceed it by 20, that counts as 3, and you're immediately stabilized. So, for example, let's say you roll a 20, a natural 20. Then that counts as 2. But because it's exploding dice, if it lands on the maximum number of the dice, you get to roll again and add that number. If you roll a 10, that's a 30, and you immediately are stabilized. Okay?
Okay.
So that'll be a way possibly to bring you back to life faster so we don't all die. Well, you guys, I'm safe.
Watching from the clouds is omnipotence.
Pretty much.
Wow, those guys are fucked. Maybe I should do
Create
something.
a character that only rolls like natural ones.
Oh god, please no. Alright, so let's see. That's something that I wanted to discuss. Alright, yeah, like I said, we're gonna be having breaks about every hour and a half, depending on if you guys have to go. If you guys have to go, do let me know in chat and I will work around that. As far as stuff like, behavior at this figurative table, alright, I am perfectly willing to put up with as many dick jokes as you want to happen.
Alright,
Let loose
gathering
the
some dick
gongs.
jokes right now.
Is this because you dealt with Sarah?
Are you telling me we can't do dick jokes in the campaign?
No. I'm willing to put up with as many dick jokes as you want.
Okay, but let's do this though. Let's not overdo it. Like, let's not try and force the funny. Just let it come naturally.
And that's another thing. When the GM is speaking, I'm gonna need to make it a rule that y'all guys need to listen. There are 8 people in here, and I need you guys to be able to hear me. Right?
Yes,
Is that
senpai.
cool?
No.
Yeah.
AJ?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So if you hear me talking, shut your mouth. This thing. Alright. I'm willing to put up with as many dick jokes as you guys want, but I do expect you guys to have some sort of a possible semblance of timing. If your dick jokes, or if you're bantering for like 5-6 minutes, that's totally fine. If it goes on to 15 minutes, y'all need to roll it back.
Sure.
Well, yeah,
Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
sure.
I don't want this to be like a super serious campaign. That's not what I'm about, alright? You guys can do the bants and the jokes and the japes. That's totally cool. You know, I want you guys to have fun. I don't want you guys to be like stifled by like super nitty gritty dark edgelord as if Lucian had designed this campaign.
I was actually gonna crack that joke. I was gonna be like, it's like, oh, sorry, Lucian, I guess you can't play.
Oh man. But yeah, I want you guys to have fun. You know? And if you feel that it's getting way too serious, you know, you can have a talk with me about it and we'll see what can be done.
Yeah, I'll try and, you know, keep the edge of the seriousness. I am Skeletor, so I mean... Yeah, guys, you need a hand?
I'll keep on the dick jokes. I'll be playing as Incubus, so...
Hey, don't make me
I'll
bone
keep
you.
up on the tit jokes, because I have my titties out at all times.
This is true.
Yeah.
I mean...
Alright, secondary thing, on that note, if you guys have any problems whatsoever with anyone here, with any of the topics, with any of the themes, the story, the mechanics, come to me and we will figure it out. Alright? Any conflicts, we can work through it. We are all a bunch of friends here.
And if not, we can just fight each other like Scott always does.
There's someone who has a better weapon than me. Hello, my fine sir. This is a slicer of Superior Isles.
No, that's
Look, I'm just one big weapon, so I can, you know, beat you with my arm.
Or we could pick you up and use you as a weapon.
You're not picking me up and using me as a weapon.
Oh my
Scott is now
At
considered
some
a
point, Jen,
fractional
I beg of
grenade.
you, right in a situation where we need to pick the lock with one of Scott's fingers, and we call it a skeleton key.
You roll a 1 and you break his finger.
I think I would throw my other finger at you and have it just go into your mouth and strangle you. Take it that way.
Strangle.
Suffocate. I don't know. I'll get it lodged
Choke
in
on
your
finger.
Yeah, choke on my finger.
Please stop fingering people. We haven't had time to flirt yet.
Alright, so before we move on, and this is something I consider extremely important, I need to know your limits. What you do not want in this campaign at all. I know some topics can be sensitive. I know that, you know, we all have a history. We all got a past. I need to know what is going to make you feel unsafe in this campaign.
I want 0 rape.
Alright.
I agree with that.
None of that.
Fair enough with that. Like,
Yeah.
it should be default.
But I mean for like
Anything else?
everything like NPCs and whatnot. Not
Say that again,
NPCs.
AJ?
I mean for everything, like not just us playing, but like NPCs. Like I'm just completely not interested.
Okay. Alright, that's fair enough. Anything else?
I can't think of anything right now, but I have
Yeah.
a memory disorder, so
Maybe lay off child abuse, maybe? If that's
Can that not be
okay.
in it?
Yeah.
Leave the children alone.
Leave the children alone.
How about things like slavery as part of the history?
As long as not child slavery, maybe?
Okay.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
But just as a counterpoint to that, what if someone says, like, they're an adult or something? It's like, oh, I've been enslaved since I was a child or something like that. Like, is that towing the line for it? Is that okay? Like, how does that work?
No children are ever enslaved in this world because everyone has that one moral compass. They're like, a child? No.
A child. No.
But as soon
They
as
won't
you
just
turn
leave you to
18,
starve in
yeah.
the wild. We'll just take your parents as slaves. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's how you get wolf kids.
Well, that's okay. That's not wrong.
Yeah. We have
Alright.
wolf kids in this campaign now.
It's not totally correct, but it's not totally wrong either.
Okay. Is there anything else that you guys just do not want?
I don't know.
A lack
dunno.
of tea?
Any
Lack
a
of
lack of
tea.
tea. I will make sure to provide as much tea as possible.
Oh, tea. I thought you said teeth.
I thought you
Like the
said
things
teeth
in
too.
your-
I was like, what the fuck?
Wow.
Jeez, you're gonna be real offended when you meet an ogre then.
We're all going to talk about this.
Pretty much.
You just meet an old person, Lucian shrieks and runs out the room.
Let's see. Anything else that's gonna toe the line for you guys?
I literally can't think of anything right now.
Okay, like I
Yeah.
said before, if
Something
you-
will probably come up in the
yeah,
campaign.
if
that will-
something does come up in the campaign and you guys are just like, let's I don't feel comfortable with this. I don't like this. You know, this is really just kind of like bumming me out, and I'm not having fun. Then come to me. You know, fucking retcons are a thing. All right, I am a very imaginative person. We can work through it.
Yeah, use
You
the
want us
safe
to,
word.
like-
Use
yeah, I was
the
about to
safe
say,
word.
like-
Safe word's peppermint.
Peppermint?
Peppermint.
Okay.
What happens if I'm in a store and I'm buying peppermint?
No.
Why would you be
Why would
buying
you be
peppermint in a
buying
store
clothes at
where
the
you're
peppermint
Yeah,
store?
if you're buying peppermint, all right, in this campaign, you will refer to it as fantasy peppermint at all times.
Fantasy
You would like
Costco,
some
where all
fancy
your dreams
peppermint?
come true. Got a deal for you.
Other deals are available.
Absolutely.
Ah, yes, that's spices.
There.
But
I
yeah,
will
like
be right
if-
back. By the way, I need to get to the bathroom as quickly
That's
as
fine.
possible.
Okay.
Mm.
But yeah, if you guys ever at any point need to stop, you know, ping me with the safe word or just with the word stop, and you know we can take a break and we'll go from there. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. As far as the expectations, as for what I expect out of this campaign, I expect shenanigans.
Excellent.
Eventually,
We can do that.
eventually we'll probably get to where I want us to go. Eventually, but you know, I'm willing to take the long way around. It does have a conclusion. There will probably be, like, if you guys just absolutely adore this campaign, if, like, you couldn't imagine a world without this campaign, we can continue on. But the story that I have planned does have a conclusion. It does got a finish line. Okay?
That is what we'll call an arc.
Exactly.
Okay.
I don't know how long it will be.
Question regarding that, because I was gonna say, if we did everything like 3-hour sessions and we did everything perfectly as what you expected, how long would you expect the campaign to go?
Ooh, that's a very, very good question. Thank you.
10
Billy.
years.
10 years sounds about right. Yes. Let's see.
Because I remember when I wrote my story, it was about 60 hours worth of campaign if everything went perfectly, and it was expected to be about 2-hour sessions for each time. So I guess like 30 sessions or something like that under the most ideal circumstances.
Well,
But-
see, the thing is that I don't think right now that I am capable of answering that question legitimately, if only because I have never GM'd before, and I
Fair enough.
don't know just how long it'll take to do things. And yeah, I don't really have a sense of time yet.
And especially with this many people, I imagine it's going to take
Exactly,
extra time.
exactly. Yes, I have quite a bit of this, like the major story points planned out, but I don't know how long it'll take to reach them. I don't know if you guys are just gonna blow past this, if all the puzzles that I come up with are just nothing in comparison to your combined intellect and prowess. And you know, like next week, oh shit, we've already reached the end of the arc. It's literally been like 6 hours. You've done it all.
Hello, Nick.
Jen, you think way too highly of us.
I'm pretty
Blaze at the
smart.
ground. find a piece of paper with multiple squares, some of them blacked out. Is this a crossword? No.
No. Beautiful.
That is the ancient ruin puzzle of Alcatraz.
I need a 6-letter word for complete moron. Oh, Zirian fits.
Wow! Oh, the bird!
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Zarian, it's okay.
Probably one of the smartest people here, but sure.
It's fine. I mean, it won't be bad as that burn when Billy ate those fucking ghost peppers, am I right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Alright, so. But yeah, as far as my expectations, I expect a fairly long campaign. I expect shenanigans. I expect people to have fun. I expect you guys to eventually possibly reach the end of the planned story. I have faith in you guys.
I don't.
I'm
glad you do. I don't.
What would you guys as players like to see out of this?
Fun.
Interesting character interactions.
Yes, that one.
Interesting NPCs.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I want to feel like they're alive, not just kind of like quest givers.
Quest giver?
Potion salad?
I just want to draw everyone's character.
That could be like one of your goals.
I just want to draw everybody.
God bless. Anything else? Are you guys hoping to see maybe like more puzzles, less combat, lots of role playing, not so much role playing, tons of dungeons, not so many dungeons?
The fact that every time like a fights thing came up, I usually fucking ditched it immediately. I'm like, I don't want to fight.
I would say like 70% roleplay, like 30% combat.
I think roleplay would be fun.
I don't know how like the combat and the roleplay is in this system, or the roleplay I imagine is kind of the same as always.
I mean, from what I've read at least, the combat's kind of role-played. Like, that's what makes OpenLegend kind of a nice system, because you don't just, like, I don't know, except for your boons and banes cast spells, you just describe what you're doing, and depending on, like, where your points are, you can either...
The combat rules are fairly simple.
I cast magic missile at the
I just want to be comfortable in the knowledge that I can like suffocate someone from the inside with like one of my fingers. I just want that knowledge.
Advanced necromancy.
Anyway, anything else that you guys hope to see out of this campaign? Besides interesting NPCs, 30% combat and fun.
Fun. Just fun.
I would like connecting stories between like things. I want to see, like, obviously there's a big story that you're doing.
Yes.
But I'd like to see, like, interconnections between characters, like NPCs. Like, maybe we'll meet someone, and then we'll later meet someone who's like, oh, you know them.
Okay.
You know fuck hands, Big Mike.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else?
To me, his name is Magic Mike.
Oh, he's magic in many areas.
It's Magic Mike, Magic Brian's cousin.
No, he's a porn
Mike
star.
Alright, I have another thing to say though.
The movie about male strippers. If
I
you didn't
have
know.
another thing to say.
Okay.
If we're gonna do this, I feel like we should be distant from other D&D games. Like, if we just keep making reference to it, I feel like we're just gonna have all those jokes instead of our own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not going into this with fucking Taco and Magnus just disguised as other characters. It's not happening. Even though I would very much like to play a Taco character, it's just not part of the game.
I don't have to try it. I am Taco.
Fine.
I guess it's a good thing I don't watch much D&D.
Taco doesn't exist in this world.
No, I mean just like my personality.
I know. I'm making a joke.
Oh.
All right. So let's see. As far as the theme and the tone of this campaign this is gonna be like a high fantasy sort of thing. Lots of magic, not so much technology out of like steelworks, clockwork, cannons and ballista and all sorts of that sort of thing. Sort of like medieval sort of thing.
I can work with
I don't want it.
clockwork.
There's no spaceships here. I'm sorry.
But you're gonna accidentally call Vikings cars, right?
No.
Get out me
How
car.
dare you?
Get out me wagon. Nay.
Nay, nay.
Nay, you
They
knave.
have chariots, they have carts, they have horse-drawn wagons, they have,
Carriages.
mounts that are propelled by magical force. Like, anything that you can replace with magic probably already exists.
Oh, so it's more like a kind of Magitech kind of dealio. No actual technology involved, but it's just like we have the same shit, it's just magical instead.
I've been on the spider web today.
Oh, I had the best time on the dark web.
The roller coaster, the magical theme
The
park.
best trampoline that Underdark God made.
God. Okay. Let's see. But yeah, it's not gonna be, like I said, the tone isn't gonna be super serious. It's gonna be just chill,
Okay.
Is that acceptable to you guys? Were you hoping for something different?
Casual's great.
Okay. Let's see. We've already discussed one of the custom rules, which is for death saving throws, because I fucking despise the way that OpenLegend has its death things. Like, I'm sorry, I came here to have fun, not die. Maybe I came here also to die, but not yet. I can't think of any custom rules that I want to change right now. OpenLegend is so far, it's given me pretty much everything that I've ever wanted out of, like, a rule set. So that's pretty great. However, if you guys have any problems with any of the rules, if you come across them, or if I find that the rules are just a little bit too weird, I may or may not change a couple of them. We'll see. But so far, the only thing that I want to change right now is the death thing.
Cool.
Oh, speaking of the death thing, resurrections are going to be a thing. But you guys are going to have to, one, really want it, and two, roll really goddamn well.
So it's going to be like in the Sims, where you have to bank really hard at death, and if you don't bank hard enough, you die.
It's kind of like how they resurrected Kim on High Rollers, so it's like a lot of shit has to go down for it to happen.
Yeah. Like, the
Wait.
magic is there, it's intensely different.
What if I die? I'm a skeleton. If you resurrect me, do I come back as, like, human me or skeleton me?
Actually, like the heart of it.
You come back as the insides of bones. You're no longer
bone
bones, you're
marrow.
the inside. Yeah, you're bone marrow now.
Jesus Christ. There's going to be, well, essentially, what you are right now, I know that you already had a character idea as a sort of reanimated skeleton. The reanimated skeleton is essentially a spirit anchored to an undead body. Once the body is completely destroyed, the spirit is free, and it's free to go on its way. So, if you die, and you die, your spirit is free. So it's going to be the same thing as if you had died in a normal body. You're just gonna have to find a different body to be called back into.
So,
You
you
could
guys just
become
need to go
human.
knock out some
No.
poor soul and I just, enter your body.
Become a fucking zombie, that's hilarious.
Raccoon and be a raccoon skeleton.
Not being a raccoon
I can't
skeleton,
believe we're
I'm
getting
not
rocket
including myself for you.
You could be the lemon.
It could be a lemon.
His spirit goes into a lemon, and that's how we finally get a lemon character, but it's not AJ's, so AJ instantly destroys it.
I
because
would
he's
die.
I just crushed it in
die
my
within a
hand.
few months.
No, you die in a second because I'm going to crush you.
How dare you?
Let's
Just
see.
like I love lemon.
If you die in the middle of battle, I'm gonna say that you can be revived within a minute. Afterwards, you're gonna have to pull some sick shit to bring that guy back.
But with me, I can just enter like someone's dead body and be like, "This is mine for a few weeks."
Within a minute, yes. If there's another dead body and it's like within reach, if you do it within a minute, you can possess that body.
Nice.
If you don't, you're dead.
My path to lichdom will be grand.
I mean, I feel like there should be some kind of drawback, though.
It's gonna be a worm.
There's
That's
a dead
fine.
ladybug nearby.
Oh, God.
Just enter one of your ears until we find like a new dead body for me to inhabit.
Okay.
Maybe the thing should be like he can inhabit it, but he can't be re-res, so he's just unconscious.
Quick
He's
question.
not dead.
Yes,
Quick question. When we last spoke about my particular character, you said that the vampires would be technically
Okay,
a completely different race. Does this still mean that they're an undead species, or is it different?
We're going to get into that once we start discussing races and characters. But keep that question in mind.
The question is related to the whole not resing thing, but the whole revive thing, because if Scott has the ability to possess another dead body, would that class vampires as being possessable?
No. I wouldn't say so.
No. I'm gonna say no because you are already possessing a soul.
Yeah, you're undead, so that means you have a soul, but your body's dead. It's the same as Scott, so he's also undead, but there's a race soul.
We'll discuss that.
Okay.
We'll keep it on the back burner.
Exactly.
Like the killing you guys won. Right next to it.
Let's see. Gear and equipment management. OpenLegend has its own inventory rules, and basically it's like you can only carry 20 items at a time. Which
Fair enough.
I'm going to keep. And it's not like, well, you can carry 20 arrows and that's all you can carry. No, there's like stacks of things. You can carry a stack of arrows, a pack, and in that pack you have 10 items, and so and so. Once you reach the maximum of the inventory, once you have those 20 items, your speed is halved.
You are over-encumbered.
Yes, and I do believe you take a penalty on dodge actions. Let's see. There's special rules for things that are heavy and things that are bulky. That's within the OpenLegend rule set. Under, I believe, wealth and equipment, which is number 4. If you guys want to take a look at that at some point. If you guys have any specific questions about it later, I will be more than happy to go in and look that up for you. Let's Right. So you know how they say, like, in some games at the top when you play them, like, your character interactions will affect the course of gameplay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to make that as legit as possible here. Like, if you fucking piss off the guard in a city, probably not gonna be welcome back in that city, unless...
10 years later, he comes along.
I remember you fuckers. You're the guy who told me that apple was good. It was bad. It had a worm in it.
The worm is
God, the rest of them.
Wait, so we can't be murder hobos then?
No.
You can be murder hobos. Like,
Okay.
that's the
Fucking
thing.
rejected by society.
Because of the type of campaign and the storyline that I'm planning, you can absolutely go and just try to fucking murder everything. But it will have consequences.
Remember, we're
no
monsters in the
consequences.
Underdark.
No consequences whatsoever.
Like, if we go around fucking shit up, a kingdom will probably, like, hire adventurers to come kill us.
I mean, we are a band of monsters.
Yeah, that's the whole dealio. There's,
And
like,
one
different
human.
social constraints here than we normally would have. Like, we're
Murder
monsters.
So
We're
actually-
not D&D heroes.
Actually, can we discuss that really quickly? What is everyone playing, just so we've got, like...
We're almost there, Billy. We're almost
Okay.
there.
I'm getting ahead of myself, I'm sorry.
Alright, so, but yeah, there are going to be consequences. So you might want to keep that in mind when you do stuff, but at the same time, don't let that stop you from doing something that you know your character would do.
Don't
Because-
metagaming, basically.
Yeah, like, consequences can be bad, but they can be really good for the story, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, you could be arrested, but maybe that'll, like, spur off another arc.
Exactly.
Or maybe you could burn down a cheese shop with someone inside.
Absolutely. Okay,
Do you have
so-
a plan for when you get out of the Underdark, perchance?
I'm already out of the Underdark. I escaped with all you guys.
Well, I guess we're not at that part yet, still.
Okay, so, let's see. Onto the world. I do believe that everyone has so far heard of the sort of synopsis of this particular thing, but if not, I will read it once more, just because.
Yes.
Okay?
Hold on, I need to get comfortable.
Okay.
Alright, I'm good. Go for it.
Across the vast reaches of space and time exists a world not unlike our own. Heroes and monsters alike, one are born and die under the watchful eyes of fate, and great civilizations rise up to contest the sky's domain. Magic permeates the very fabric of reality. In this land, the boundaries of good and evil are well defined in black and white. Evil lurks in the darkest corners of the realm, and the good sallies forth to banish it. But that is all soon to change. For deep in the darkest caverns of the underground lightless realms, in the furthest reaches of wicked bogs and fairy forests, tremors make their way through the earth. Day by day, they grow in strength until one night, everything shatters. In one fell quake, the works of 1,000 centuries are undone as the very ground itself opens up its greedy jaws to swallow tens of thousands whole. A terrible psychic scream blasts through the fabric of magic, but to the civilizations of light above on the surface, they feel nothing. They could not know that at their very borders, under their very feet, hundreds upon hundreds lay dying. The nightmares of the earth poured forth in one huge screaming exodus, seeking not vengeance, but refuge. They seek a new place to call home in the harsh sunlight of the surface, even as they yet ponder the mysteries of their destruction. This is their story. So, that's the particular setting. This is a role reversal, playing villains instead of like heroes, when pretty much all of the villainous races, all of the quote unquote bad races, have been almost utterly destroyed. That's what you guys are going to be playing, and that's the particular type of setting that we're going to be in. Right?
Okay.
So everyone now is fully aware. Also, we've had a new arrival, a server, who is also going to be one of the people who is playing with us. Say hello.
Hello. Good
Yeah.
morning, everybody.
How much experience do you have with any type of roleplays?
Me? A lot. I love roleplay.
Okay, so any particular type of roleplay that you've mostly been fond of? Anything that you've played recently? Have you ever DM'd before? Anything like that?
I haven't DM'd. I've only played a few sessions, not a few sessions, but like a few games of D&D. But I love roleplay, so like anything, just like hand it to me, and I'm like, yes, feed me.
Awesome. All right, we are recording right now, just so you know.
Okay, awesome.
All right, so
Your kinks
let's.
have been exposed.
Yes.
Damn.
So I'll probably put this up on my YouTube at some point in the future, and you can listen to the earlier hour, actually, as we discussed some of the game styles, the campaign, and we're just now getting on to describing a little bit about the world.
Nice. Nice.
Yes, so like I said before, this is a medieval high fantasy settings, not modern. However, pretty much anything that could potentially be achieved with magic probably already happened.
Okay.
So elevators, probably not real mechanical elevators, but they might actually be, because all they really require is a pulley system. But you might also have like floating fucking magical discs shooting into the sky to take you to the farthest realms. You don't know, alright?
Awesome.
Or like arcane levitators or something like that to float.
Exactly. There you go. Billy's got it.
I know my magic.
Alright, so I have taken the liberty of coming up with a little bit of an outline to the races and a little bit of the history, which some of you guys have seen so far, some of you guys haven't. It's not entirely finished yet, but I've put it into Cosmos chat for you guys to look at your later leisure. If you guys want, I can read out a couple of the things, such as the creation or something like that. I don't really know. You guys want me to read it, or?
Go for it. Sorry, I was trying to find the link.
Do the reading stuff. Yep, sure.
Yep,
go
go
reading.
ahead.
Okay. So, this is the 11th Cosmos. I see all you guys are joining in the Google Doc. That's great. Let's see. The creation. When the three sisters of fate, Albion, Hesperios, and Xanthron, came into being, their cosmos was already immeasurably ancient. Timeless and empty, the sisters looked to the future instead of the past, and it was they who began the creation of the planes and worlds we know of today as the threads of fate decreed it would be. Though much, if not all, of the true history of the world has been lost to the ages. They created and shaped the first 7 planes of existence: mortal, celestial, infernal, and the 4 elements. And with them, the first planar guardians. Even this is debated hotly in the colleges of learned scholars, and accounts differ. But from the planar guardians came the first races, and from the races came the first civilizations. Time dulls the edges of all truths, and it is still unsure as to how the 8th plane, the plane of ether, came about. But it is known in this day and age as the spirit plane, where all souls go after their demise. This is all that is known of the time before the fragment, a great cataclysmic event that fragmented the mortal plane into an endless multitude within itself and ruined the awe-inspiring civilizations of the first races. The host of gods of today were born from this event, and from them came new breeds of races that raced to fill the void in creation. War came and went, and beings of incredible power helped guide the path of the civilized and uncivilized worlds, themselves guided by the sisters of fate from the shadows. Millennia have passed since the fragment. The endless rolling tide of time has seen the world change hands 1,000,000 times, and will see it change 1,000,000 more as life under the bright sun continues onward. And that's the history of creation. There's much, much more that I had planned for the history of creation. But you guys don't know about that.
I mean, you've already written
That's
8 pages, at least.
It's not, like, at least 7 of those pages are just about the race.
I'm so excited.
God bless.
I can't wait.
So, creation has this particular plane of existence that you guys are on, and in fact the universe, the cosmos itself, that you guys live within, is incredibly, incredibly old. And it is way more older than, like, the 10 millennia that have passed since the fragment. Or 20, I can't quite remember. It's like, it's been millennia since the fragment, but before the fragment, there was incredibly more things. It reached beyond to, like, the first span of creation, you know? But the fragment itself almost just pretty much destroyed, like, I would say, like, maybe 90% of history as you know it. So you guys don't know what happened before the fragment. We can guess through some of the ruins, which is how people still know about the 3 sisters of fate and the planar guardians. But aside from that, everything is lost. As far as you guys are concerned, creation for your races began after the fragment. And in some cases, possibly a little bit sooner, because some of your races are pretty young. Okay? I don't know if you guys want me to read all 8 pages.
Let's not do that.
I'll be a minute and to go grab something downstairs.
But so far what I have outlined is I have the surface world and a little bit of its node or cities. or noted cities. I have the Night Below, which in D&D terms will probably be called the Underdark. I've called it the Night Below. And I have, so far, the first 8 great races. Now, these 8 great races are pretty much the name given to the 8 major civilizations of the first layer and the shallow tunnels of the surface world. And they are the elves, the dwarves, the humans, the gnomes, the halflings, the tieflings, the dragonborn, and the plane touched. There's quite a few other races in those, but these are pretty much the most powerful. On the other hand, you have the 8 lower races. And these are pretty much the 8 major civilizations of the Night Below and pretty much the darker corners of the surface. You know, you have the drow, the vampires, the goblins, the giants, the orcs, the animal folk, the yuan-ti, and the fairy. There's also quite a few other, races other than that are sort of, villainous or quote unquote monstrous. But these are pretty much the 8 major ones. These are the most populous and the most powerful. But as a matter of note, the 8 lower races is a title that is given to them by the surface dwellers. It is not something that they came up with for themselves, and they don't like it.
No, I would like to be called lower race as well.
Makes sense. So all of you guys will be either from the 8 lower races or from the minor races that make up sort of like the darker side of the earth. I have laid out already the drow, the vampires, the orcs, the animal folk, and the yuan-ti. To answer your earlier question, Lucian, you are not technically undead.
Right.
You're not like a zombie.
Yeah.
A zombie is pretty much something encased within undead flesh. You're more vampires, if you want to like go to that particular place. Vampires are kind of humans who hover
Have
between
been cursed.
life and death.
Yeah.
Which like you would say, oh well, then they're undead. Not really. They're alive. It's just without the ability to die. Excuse me.
Bless you.
So basically,
and that pretty much comes. Thank you guys. And that pretty much comes from how exactly they came about, which is it was a bunch of wizards that tried to experiment with necromancy, using their blood as fuel in the belief that it would give them greater control. And well, shit went down, and they became their own creations, having to use blood to fuel themselves.
So basically,
in here, vampires are not made; they're born.
Yeah.
And interestingly enough, as I put it, vampire half-breeds are pretty much only possible if the mother is a vampire.
Which, interestingly
if the mother is a human or any other race, the necrotic and necromantic energies kind of tend to kill them before they can have their children.
Right.
Well, so you end up with like half vampires that have vampiric mothers. You feel me?
Well, that fits.
Okay, also, Lucian, if you're talking, you're muted on Discord.
I can see your mouth moving on the webcam, like, oh, maybe he thinks Jen's just talking over him.
Absolute buggery. I didn't realize.
It was also very quiet.
Someone came in and started.
Yeah, I was just like, they're talking about vampires. Shouldn't he be shrieking in glee?
I'm sorry. Did you say anything about vampires that I totally missed?
Yes, I did. I was going to ask what the whole thing behind the half vampire stuff was, because of the whole not being a full vampire sort of thing. There was also another thing. What was it? Oh yeah,
Well, let's see.
So the basic idea behind them is that vampires are technically immortal until such time as someone chops their head off. Or something.
Until someone destroys their body.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
As far as half-breeds are concerned, half-bloods, you guys are a little bit closer to life than you are to true vampires.
Right.
Because you are helped born from life. You don't have the sort of balanced life necrotic energy that you do. You're more like a normal human infected with necrotic energy.
Right.
And that's the source of your vampiric powers and your vampiric half appearance.
Yeah. Like the fangs
Yes.
and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Alright, as a matter of note, I have not finished I haven't finished the fairy. I haven't finished the...
Goblins, I think.
Yes, I haven't finished the goblins and I haven't finished the giants, but those are coming. And then afterwards, I will discuss a little bit about the gods that I mentioned that each one particularly worships. Some of them do worship actual gods. Some of them worship god things. Others don't worship at all, or have nothing to worship. And some, in particular, the vampires, and I believe let's see. What else? Maybe I'm wrong. It might just be the vampires. But the vampires worship, in particular, their first matron.
Yeah,
Which is
basically the
basically
creator of vampire.
Yeah,
kind.
the creator. Exactly. But if you guys have anything that you want to change about these particular blurbs about the races, or if you guys want to put in something, or want to take something out, if you guys are just like, well, I mean, this is cool, but I'd rather have this, then, message me about it, drop down let's see, how do I, editing mode. If you guys want me to change anything, or if you guys have any suggestions, let me know, and we will talk it over. Alright?
I just got a quick question regarding my character and how he kind of fits in.
Yes.
I'm playing as a human
Yes.
who has been exploring what we're considering the Underdark.
Yes.
So, I wouldn't say how do I of the other race, but more so like
Billy,
am
you're
I
gonna
one
have
of
to
the few
repeat yourself
people?
because you died.
Yeah.
Your mic is.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You did the thing where
So-
you paused and then you started talking, but you also were talking about the thing that you were trying to talk about, so it was like two
Yeah.
things of voices.
Okay. So, am I one of the few characters that knew what happened with everybody leaving, basically the Underdark, essentially?
Yes, actually, you would be.
Okay.
Because you
Yes.
would have been right in the middle of it.
Okay. That's all.
Alright. There are gods, there are demigods, there are extremely powerful cosmic entities. Maybe you'll need some of them. Who knows?
Is this a story hint, Jen?
What?
Is this a story hint?
Absolutely not. I would never give any story hints.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
let's see.
It's a lie.
There's no alignments because you guys have basically been born and raised, except for Billy and possibly a couple other people, you've basically been born and bred hated by everyone else. So, like I said, you guys can do pretty much anything that you guys want. Break laws, murder some people, feast on their blood, bathe in their entrails, all sorts of things. Maybe that should have been the other way around. Feast
Wear
on their
them as a
entrails, bathe in
suit.
their blood. What?
Wear them as a suit.
Meat suit, they're gonna do it!
Outside of them.
No.
I've been
You could
playing
attempt
full
to
Lady
wear
Gaga.
them. You could attempt to wear them as a meat suit for your skeletal body. You can absolutely try to do that.
However, be a
However,
human. I
I'm a real boy.
no. However, there will be consequences.
Consequences.
what if you find an orphan
Consequences.
man? An orphan man from far away.
Well-
and therefore, he has no consequences.
What happens if I do this? Like, I individually chop off limbs, right? And I just take out, the bones there. Just all
Oh my god, you're
Taxi.
disgusting.
Look! I plan to wear them. What do you expect? I'll be like Frankenstein.
Alright, okay. Alright.
Walk a mile in these Louis Vuitton slips on someone's physical leg.
Yes.
God damn it.
Alright, so, there's kind of like your, little outline as to the world, which I will finish up at some point in the near future. You have the map in Roll20. This is the map that I hope to use for the better part of this campaign.
Alright.
You guys probably aren't going to go much farther than this until very, very, very late stage, if at all. However, you could just choose to fuck off, man. You could choose to go sailing south for no other reason than you want to. And you know what? You could totally do that. But as
We
I said,
accidentally blow up a
consequences.
city.
Yeah.
Accidentally blow up a city and we're like, let's just go on holiday. Other side of the continent. Let's go, guys. I mean, I think we would pass border security quite well. I could just hide in someone's bag.
You have your
No.
own beach episode.
Yep, we'll have our own beach episode.
No transport of unauthorized skeletons that haven't passed the ministry's
Guys, what about the hot springs episode though?
We need the sports festival episode.
Oh, of course. And and also the school festival one.
When are we going to comment?
These are all
We're gonna-
anime references.
Yes, they are.
We're gonna do a maid cafe.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Alright, so, let's see. Magic gods, classes, races, think of the history, blah, blah, blah. Alright, starting location. We're probably gonna start out somewhere here.
Okay.
You see that?
Yeah.
Mm.
That's
Can
actually,
everyone see that ping?
Yes.
yeah,
Bordered
that's
river.
actually quite perfect then, because
Yes.
the castle where my character happened to be born is actually at the mouth of the Orden River.
That is very good, because that's exactly where I planned for it to be.
Yeah, I looked at it earlier and I went,
Minnie, you take that fucking little pencil
Look.
thing off of this map right now.
What?
Don't worry. Look, it
Where
was
are you
just
yelling at?
to.
I
don't
feel
worry.
as if you guys are going to meet my character chasing after a bird that's got his skull.
I'm sorry, I wasn't doing anything. I was just trying to figure out how
Give that
to...
back! I can't see!
Look, I just indicated where the starting area was. I was like, that should be fine.
How do I make the icon small?
Oh, you go into settings, and you scroll down to the bit that says chat avatars, and you change the player/video/avatar size to names only.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm going to explore the token library.
Oh,
That's
God.
right, you heard me. The token library.
I'm sorry, Jen. I'm sorry you have to go through this.
Now we're kicked off Twitch.
Resting.
We're not on Twitch, so we're fine.
Let's see.
I feel like Zarian's still trying to process what I put in chat.
Wait, what?
Wow, there's like a ton going on.
Yeah.
wow.
God damn it.
Sadly, this is true.
Anime was a mistake.
This Undertale's not anime. That's
Undertale is my favorite anime. Second only to Homestuck.
But Corey in the house, then.
Guys, we're
Corey
recording
and
vocals, but we're not recording video, so everything that's going into chat, no one knows what you're talking about.
Good.
Yeah, good.
That's
Good. That's
Also,
perfectly
good point.
fine.
If you guys legitimately want something to be said, I would advise that you say it vocally and do not put it into chat. Chat can just be for
Just
Oh, we're just doing it
talking
for
to
silly
keep
shit.
it-
shenanigans. Exactly.
Yeah, that's what's happening right now. We're just doing shenanigans, so we don't want to interrupt you with Ghost Stick and Ghost Pussy. I don't think that would be a good idea.
Listen here, you guys. That's enough.
It's not pussy, it's pussy.
What?
You
Thank
pussy.
God, Jesus Christ.
Top of the boost.
I have to go
Welcome
in 10
to this
minutes,
campaign.
so
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so if you guys want to take a break, this would be a great place to take a break, because after this, we're going to start getting into character creation.
Okay.
Alright. Jen, we should do that some other time then.
Okay. Bye, Panda.
Wait, Pinder, are you going to be able to come back after dinner?
It's not only dinner, it's also some other things to do, so...
What?
Look, I planned all these things this day, okay? And then you
How
suddenly...
dare you?
I mean,
How
we
dare you
can
have a
all-
fucking
we can
life?
all do our
How dare
character
you have a-
creation
How
and
dare
then
you have a life? That's not allowed.
We can
How
all
about-
do. We can all do our character creation and Pinda do his at another time if he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Alright,
I
I'll
mean-
see you later, Pinder.
It's not that difficult, the
Boy,
character
boy,
creation, to be honest.
Pinda.
Yeah.
Bye.
Why you piece of shit?
Don't be fucking Monokuma, Scott.
Bo, 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 bo.
Anyway.
Yes.
Back a little bit, people. Let's all take a break. We can come back in, I don't know, what were you guys saying, like 30 minutes?
Sure.
I guess.
Sounds good.
Oh, wait a minute.
Enough time. That's fine.
Alrighty. Alright, time for breaks, people. So, we're all back from break, and we're actually going to wrap this up pretty quickly now. There's one last thing that I want to do before we all head off. We're going to do character creation off the recording, because it's going to be fairly long. We're all going to be poking about the OpenLegend rule set, and it's basically going to be very boring. What I want to do, however, is I want to introduce each other's character concepts. Pinda has left. He had to go eat dinner and do some other stuff, and so has Brian, aka Kelu. He's left and gone to go take a nap because he's a sleepy baby. I do think that everyone so far, though, has some kind of character concept ready.
Yep.
So, let us start top down. Let us start with Billy. Who are you?
Oh,
and how would
boy.
you describe yourself?
All right. So I am Bob Johnson. His nickname is Newt. He is a human character. I haven't figured out what archetype he is. Crap, I'm getting a phone call. Give me 1 second.
Okie next on the list. That's enough for Bob Johnson. Let's go to Brez. Who is Brez?
Is that Pinda?
Alright, server is dead. Let's...
No.
Oh, you said Grez. I'm like, who is Grez? It's Brez.
No, I said Brez.
Oh, you did? Okay, I heard Grez, which is why I was really confused.
I'm sorry, we've moved on already. Better luck next time. No, I'm kidding. Okay, Brez is played by...
Server.
Alright,
Server,
what can you
yes.
tell me about your character concept?
So Brez is a lovely little drow. He's a noble drow. He's specifically the second son in the Rafian clan, which is known for their architecture and their earth-bending skills, basically. And he is definitely a geomancer in that respect. And he one of his big main goals outside of the fall of the Underdark is his family has been split up. He doesn't know who's alive and who's dead. But he is most concerned about his eldest sister, who he is always completely at her heels, and he cannot find her. And he is, he is curious what's happened to his homeland, obviously. He's a little bit more concerned about his cherished eldest sister.
All right. That's a very, very good start. Awesome. Let's go to our resident pet. AJ. What is your character concept? Who are you?
My character is a lovely sphinx. Their name is Balange Ehos Laban.
Okay. Now, as far as I remember, your Sphinx had a little bit of an interesting ancestry. Can you tell me some more about that?
Yes. So, my Sphinx is a pygmy Sphinx because they're tiny now. The reason they're tiny is because their dad's a dwarf.
Dad's a dwarf. All right, how tiny are we talking?
I'd say maybe lion size.
All right, so tiny in comparison to the rest of the Sphinx, pretty fucking big compared to everyone else.
Yes.
All right. Anything interesting that you're thinking you're bouncing around in your skull?
There's not much to them. They're kind of ill-tempered, have extreme mood swings, and they're pretty usually.
Is that because of the dwarfism?
Maybe that's what it. It's just like can't chill with all the other homies. They're about to step on me. So they're ill-tempered, have mood swings, but also at the same time they're really relaxed and can be compassionate. It just depends on where they just snap in between their emotions. They also, what else is it? I don't even know. My brain just went away. Oh, and their titties are out 24/7. Unless they have to go into a town where they're forced to put a sash over their neck to cover their tatas. But there's not much else going on.
I don't see why they would have to put a sash on to cover their tatas, but sure, go ahead.
Well, maybe if they're in town and it's full of prudes, and they're like, look, they got some tatas, and so it's like they throw a little blanket at me, and I'm like, rude.
Alright, okay. Minnie? How about you?
Well, my character is going to be a golem. He is possessed by a evil spirit, and his name is Grappler Dyke.
Okay.
And he is kind of trying to find his footing in this world since it's been a while since this spirit has been like in the actual world. And yeah, that's basically it.
It's a pretty solid start. That's good.
No.
Have you thought of yet as to how your evil spirit came to hang out inside a golem?
Oh, 1 second. Well, he was looking for the spirit was looking for a body for a while.
I'm just asking as a general yes or no. Don't give away your secrets all in a rush.
Oh no, don't worry. It's more a case of a golem is fairly a solid, strong body. So that seemed kind of appealing.
All right. Next on the list.
Hold on, I was gonna say, can I come back to mine since I just came back?
Sure. Basic character concept. Go.
Okay, so as I was saying before, I had to take the phone call. I am a human, who has like a fascination with the like kind of just learning about creatures and stuff, like animals. Like, you know how you get your nature people that like squirrels and birds and stuff like that. He's more on the side of, I want to know why like goblins are the way they are. I want to know why ogres try and attack me every single time I go near them and things like that.
So basically, he's an idiot.
Essentially, yes. And he was like, you know what, the overworld's kind of boring, so I'm just gonna go to the Underdark and learn about things down there. And he, because you don't have really a concept of time in the Underdark, he believes that he's been down there for years. He's been down there for about 2 months, right before the events transpire of like the great, whatever we're calling it, like the great earthquakes, or I don't know. But he's been down there for about 2 months, so he thinks he's got like this long flowing beard, and like he's hardened in the Underdark and all, and like, nah, he's an idiot. But he is trying to learn as much as he can about the Underdark creatures, so that when people try and attack, like he's been in a town that people have had things attack, and he hasn't wanted to fight, he's more wanted to learn. So when for future stuff, he doesn't want to fight as much. He wants to kind of like poke at things and learn about them.
Right.
So yeah.
All right, that's a solid start. Let's see. I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun with this group.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Before I forget, because I just remembered it because I was looking at my character sheet. He has certain items with him that help, in quotation marks, him understand things more. So he's got like this long.
We'll get into that once we actually start a session, and I think that'll be
Okay.
a really, really good thing to pull out.
Okay.
Let's go with Lucian.
All right. My character happens.
I'm gonna say basic
Yes.
character.
Yes. My character happens to be what I have termed a vampire rogue, or technically a half vampire. He is a member of a fairly well-known society, however, not a full member, basically. He has several characteristics on his body that make others wary of him, and he also has a very hot temper, and his name is Lycan Cantata Mortis. He's about 56-ish years old. In human terms, that's fairly old, but in vampire terms, not as much. But it's because he's a half vampire, the aging affects him more than most would.
All right. Good, solid character start. I like it. Let's see. So next would be Scott.
Hello.
Oh God.
I am playing a reanimated skeleton named Thor. Comes from the number 4.
Are you very honestly naming him Thor?
His name is Thor, yes.
All right.
Thor he's a bit of a coward. You know, he quite likes his bony body and doesn't want it to be crushed. And he does not understand metaphors. He's very literal minded. So if you say to him, "Can you give me a hand over here?" he'll give you his hand. But
his literal fucking hand.
Yeah. He'll just detach it and hand it to you. He's kind of gotten through life by being kind of lucky. Just from like stuff that's happened in his past. He's just been kind of lucky so far. But yeah, he doesn't know how old he is. He thinks he's like 5 maybe. He doesn't know. Because, you know, he's been in Underdark for a long time. The passage of time is sort of, you know, not existed for a while. So he's just, you know, taking guesses.
Right. Okay. That's going to be one hell of a character to play. Let's see. We don't have Kello right now, and we don't have Pinda. How about you, Zarian?
Hello, I'm here.
Hello, yes.
My character is Zell.
Hello.
His second name is a secret. He is a Yalu. Yalu are basically like a hybrid kind of subspecies of human that went into the Underdark ages ago before recorded history because of the Shard event, and basically transformed into kind of like human plant hybrids. They have no eyes and normally shield them with like some sort of plate or veil to mainly like stop people being like discouraged by their facial features. But Zell doesn't wear one. He doesn't like the idea of it. He also has a purple glow, which is seen as the lowest in his species of glows, which the Yalu make because they're phosphorescent. He basically started out as being grown by his parents in the Underdark a couple years before the earthquake events. So he's around 20, and he was basically exiled from his village for reasons unknown, and has a small brand because of this on the back of his neck. And he's now escaped into the upper world after these earthquakes, after being banished.
So, as far as I understand the Yolu, they're fairly, they're creatures of society. They have their own little societies in the night below and all that jazz.
Yeah.
How are they dealing with that, being all alone? A couple of...
They're pretty social creatures, so this is one of the worst punishments for them. Yeah. He pretty much had to, basically it was like his birth trial all over again, where in his species he has to basically survive before he gets a name through one dangerous situation. Yeah. Which is where their second name comes from. He was not dealing with this at all well, just wandering around in the Underdark, and in a way the earthquakes kind of saved him from going insane, because they gave him a reason to go somewhere else.
Alright. Well, let's see. As far as the campaign is concerned, none of you guys know each other. You are all strangers, brought together by the mysteries of fate and a great cataclysm. But I think that's going to be it for now, and I, for one, am really proud of the way you guys behaved yourselves. We're going to cry a little bit.
Don't worry, we'll get worse.
Should I give everyone an example of my character's voice for now?
No, do not. I swear to God.
Why not? It's a great voice.
I want to hear it.
I wonder how people are going to suffer through it for like a while.
Because I'll cut you. That's how.
Alright.
You can't cut bone.
Melt it.
Come on.
Yeah, sorry, Jen.
No, do it. Do the voice.
Do the voice, Scott.
Do it.
Scott?
Yeah, how was everyone? I heard there was some free food. No free food?
Goodness me.
Oh, I guess not. I'll just...
Immediately from the game, I can't believe that right as the game starts, a lightning bolt comes down and shatters the skeleton
Congratulations,
into 1,000
Thor.
fragmented
You
bone
have
pieces.
been
Yeah,
zapped.
guess what? Electricity can't hit bone. It's a fun fact.
We shall
I learned it
see
in
about
bone
that.
school.
Looks at the fire on your head.
But it was a young femur.
Alright, okay. Well, I suppose that is it for this particular session 0. I will work with these guys and everyone else who was missing on their characters. And, let's see. So as far as this is a little bit, I guess of a late thing. But as far as we decided, we said Saturday mornings.
Okay.
At 11 a.m. Eastern Time.
4 p.m. English time.
Or that.
GMT.
Server, how does that work for you?
My question is, when will we end? Because I have a D&D session that starts at 3 p.m. Eastern Time.
Okay, my goal is to not make this over 3 hours long.
Okay.
However,
Just as long...
that's gonna put it at like around 2. But
Okay,
if I'm getting
that's fine.
a little bit long-winded and I know we're gonna be winding down, you can go.
Okay, like as long as I can make my other session, I don't care how long it goes. Personally.
All right. But yeah, all right. So that's gonna be that. I want to start with you guys a new adventure on the OpenLegend RPG website. It does come with a free little mini campaign. Not Amareya Dawn, because I'm not really a fan of that. But it is a little mini campaign that I want to run with you guys, so we can get used to the characters, get used to the character sheets, get used to the rule set.
Awesome.
And I want to start it not next week, but the week after.
Alrighty.
Just so I can have some time to plan. Does that work for you guys?
Sounds good.
Absolutely.
Alright, do you guys have any final questions on anything before we end this recording?
No.
Nope.
How much will you pay me if I get Scott to say I've got a bone to pick with you on the first session?
I will pay you 20 American dollars
Okay,
if you
Bet.
can swing that.
right.
Question:
Yes,
who is going to be the first one to die?
Scott.
How dare you?
Because he's already dead, yeah.
The thing is, I'm a coward, so I won't get in the battle.
That's your first mistake. Anyway.
Goes to the back of the
Alright.
party. A trap door opens up behind you.
Alright, so final sound off. Billy, any questions?
Nope.
Nope.
AJ, any questions? Scott,
No.
Lucian,
Yep.
any questions?
Not as far as I can think.
Zarian, any questions?
Nah.
Server,
How is your day?
my day is great. Minnie?
I'm good.
Alright, so we will meet again for the start of our little mini campaign, The Legend of Starfall Island, or whatever the fuck it's called. I can't remember anymore.
Legend of Animal Crossing.
The Legend of Animal Crossing. Absolutely, thank you, Zarian.
We're
You
just
get
fighting
one
furries.
point- You get one legendary point right off the bat.
Holy shit, yay.
Absolutely. Alright, so week after next, that is going to be March 11th. Put that in your calendars, my friends.
Okay.
Nice.
March 11th, we're starting.
Yes. We're starting the mini adventure.
Okay.
That one shouldn't be too long. It's fairly open and closed. And that is going to give us some time to get used to everything. Alright, so thank you guys very much for joining. I think we got a lot of stuff done today. And I'm very proud of you guys, and I really am looking forward to starting this game with you guys.
Excitement.
Yeah!
It's gonna be fun.
Alright, and I think that'll be it for the recording then.